Hello everyone, it is Simtastic for Real here, and I am back with another video, and today's video is going to be a build video, and we are building Annabeth's new home. So I am going to do some spoilers in this video about the last part of the Black Widow challenge, so if you haven't watched it, I do suggest you go check it out. But she has a bit of a stalker that has found where she lives, and so I thought with that she probably wants to move houses because she doesn't know she really has a stalker yet, but she does feel like she's being followed and watched. So with her feeling that way, I thought she might want to kind of have a house that's kind of more secluded and away from everything. So that's what I tried to do in this video. So if you see it, there's going to be kind of like a long dock area that goes over the pond that's in front of her house. And that's how you get to her house, is you have to walk this long dock into her home. And then she's got like lots of landscaping, a backyard that her and Matilda can go out and enjoy. And so I'm not really sure how much footage is on this particular video because I did do it over the course of a few days. So if that's how long it took me, even though it's kind of a small house, it did take me quite a lot because of all the landscaping around the huge pond that she has, the landscaping in the back of the home, the decorations on the home itself, and furnishing it. So I did cut out quite a lot because otherwise I think this video would be about an hour long, even if it was sped up. So like I said, I cut out a lot. And I was thinking about Annabeth when I was building this home, so I thought it would be kind of fun to make her a new home because I think it's been about 4 weeks since I did the last video of the build. So yeah, I just kind of thought time for a change. She probably would want to move. I really enjoy the Oasis Springs home, and I have gotten feedback that there's a lot of people that do like it. But I just really wanted to try and build a home for Annabeth myself instead of doing a lot of renovations, which I know I said in this challenge I would be doing some renovations on existing homes in the world. But I just wanted to, I just wanted to try and build a home myself from the ground up. So we do incorporate a lot of reds, a lot of whites, a lot of blacks in this home, which is what Annabeth's favorite colors are. And so, like I said, had her in mind when I was doing this home. And I think it came out really well. I mean, from the screenshots, when I was looking at the screenshots back when I was putting the editing together of the video, I was like, wow, it does look really, I mean, I built it, so I may be a little bit biased, but I think it looks really well. So I think in the next part, we'll probably spend a majority of that part in Oasis Springs, and then at the end probably move like we did with the last home. We kind of spent a majority of the part after I built the home in her apartment, and then we ended up moving. So I think that's what we'll do in this one. Like I said, I don't think we'll move right away, but probably at the end. And then in the following part, you'll be able to see the home and everything. If you didn't watch this video, you'll be able to see everything. So yeah. But like I said, I think it came out nice. This is a lot in Brindleton Bay, and it's kind of secluded. It's kind of its own little area. So I just thought that would be fitting for Annabeth right now. And she's kind of on the ocean. She's got great ocean views in her house, and a nice backyard, like I said, and a nice huge pond area that she loves. Like, she loves her pond in Oasis Springs, so I thought she would want a huge, massive one that's kind of ridiculous. And she's got the money for it. So I think, yeah, I mean, she's got the money for this house, and she'll be able to move right into it. And it doesn't have as many bedrooms as her current home. Her current home, I think, has 6. And this home only has 2. One for her and one for Matilda. I could put more in there if I wanted to, but I don't know. Playing with a lot of rooms in a huge home has been very hard for me because it's like I can't find everyone, and I don't know which rooms they're in. and all of that. So I just like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to build her a new home, and it doesn't have as many rooms. It doesn't have as many floors. It's only got 2 floors. She's got a basement in this house as well, which you'll be able to see. I did put that on video of me building it. But yeah, she's got a basement and then just the first floor. And then the floor at the top is actually just a fake floor. So it's kind of like, I took out the flooring in it, so it just goes straight up to the ceiling. I can't think of what that's called right now. But anyways, yeah, all of the videos that I've been doing have been pre-recorded this week just because I had some things going on in my personal life that I had to deal with. And so I just pre-recorded all my videos. And so now I'm finally back. It is Friday night when I'm filming or recording the voice part of this. And yeah, it feels really good to be back. And like I said, all of my parts were recorded before. So it's been a while since I've gotten into the Black Widow save. So it's going to be nice once I start recording parts for that, which will probably be on Sunday. I'll probably start recording for that because Saturday nights I do my streaming. So yeah, I don't really usually do recordings on that night. I usually just do them because I'm doing streaming and I only have a couple hours to stream. So yeah. So it's like I said, it's been a while, and it's been a while since I've been in the Chen's save file as well. A little bit longer for that. But yeah. So this house I think is going to be really nice, and like I said, we probably won't move into it until not this coming part, but the next one after. You'll probably get to see it. So yeah, I'm just putting some lighting in, and a lot of times like I put stuff in the homes, and then once I move the Sims in, I kind of change a little bit just to I don't know, I just usually am so indecisive, and so I see things and then I'm like, I really don't like that table, or I really don't like those chairs, and it doesn't fit the sim, so I end up changing it. I think it did pretty well because I know Annabeth pretty well. I mean, we've done 15 parts now, so I know her pretty well, but yeah. And Matilda I'm just getting to know, but I think I know kind of what she would want, and yeah, she's kind of more like her mother in certain things. So yeah. And then I had to actually add that living room area in the back of the kitchen because I was like, oh no, I don't have a living room, because I wanted to make this big huge foyer when you first walk in, and I was like, I don't want to sacrifice the big foyer for a living room. So I ended up just putting the living room off the kitchen, which is fine. I can always change it later if I'm like, we really don't need this huge foyer, but whatever. The basement I really love because it's got nice tiles, and like it's just really nice down there. It's a really nice wing for Annabeth down there. She's got her own bedroom down in the basement, which is fine. It's a finished basement, so. And then, yeah, I was just like, we don't really have a study room either because I tried to make this house not so huge. I was thinking that the landscaping and the land will be bigger in this home than it is in Oasis Springs. So like her Oasis Springs home is a huge house, but not a whole lot of land, like, you know, backyard or front yard or anything like that. And then this one has a lot of land in the front and in the back, and then a littler house. So I just think Annabeth's in that time in her life where she just really wants a whole lot of land, and just, she just wants to get away from, you know, the bigger homes, and yeah. And she's, like I said, she's got a lot of money, so like I said, she'll be able to move into this right away. I think it only came to a little over 200,000 simoleons, so not that bad. I think she's got at least wrapped up in that house, and then plus what she made from her various spouses, she's got probably over 400. So 400,000 simoleons, I would think, or close to it. So no, I think over it, because right now she's sitting at like 340, and then I think in that house, yeah, so it must be like over 5, close to 6. So she'll have a significant amount of money left over. So we can always make adjustments and changes as we go if she needs things. And I know in this particular challenge, you're not supposed to have your Sims fix anything. They're just supposed to replace everything. So like if the stove breaks, if the fridge breaks, you're just supposed to replace it. So that's where all of her money will go, I guess. But yeah, just doing the kitchen now. And I love those stones that came with University. They work really well with this home, I think. And it's kind of more like a cottage, like a cottage hideaway type home. But yeah, so just really inspired by the new pack that has come out, Cottage Living. I don't have it, like I said, I keep saying in all of my videos, don't have it yet, but I don't know, every time I see like a build from that pack, or I see some gameplay screenshots or something, I'm just like, oh, I'm so inspired. Like I just want to build a cottage with whatever I have in the game already. So yeah, it would be nice, like eventually, if I ever do get the pack, to put on this house is I guess there's like a wheel that comes with it's like a water wheel that comes with the Cottage Living pack, and I think it moves and then just disperses water throughout the thing and then into the pond. And that would just be kind of nice on this lot, I think. But I probably won't be getting that pack for a while, and we may be already done with the challenge by then. But I can always keep this house and do it for someone else, for another sim. I just have to make some adjustments to it because the basement is kind of Annabeth style. Well, the whole house is. But yeah, I just think it would look really nice. And now that I'm watching it back, those lights that I did originally put up into the kitchen, I did like, but I ended up changing it for, yeah, those dine out ones. And in this home, I've been really trying to stay away from custom content, any other builds that I do. But with this home in particular, since it's for Annabeth, I really don't care. I don't think she really needs some custom content in her home. Especially with Matilda's room, the tiny Twavellers pack that I have. I really love it for all of the toddler items. So I do end up doing her whole room in custom content. But yeah, living room is nice, and like I said, I do jump a lot in this video because the footage, like I said, would just be so long. Especially all of that greenery out in the backyard, if you can kind of see it as we're doing stuff in the living room and kitchen and stuff area. All of the landscaping that I did took so long. But you'll be able to get to see it once we move in here. And you can actually drop down in the comments below if you think we should move or if you think we should stay. I kind of have made this house specifically for Annabeth, but it'd be good to get you guys' feedback if you think we should stay or if you think we should move. I really do love this home, though. I think you guys will like it once you see how it's all put together. I think you'll be like, okay, that's Annabeth. That's much better than her Oasis Springs home. Yes, her Oasis Springs home is huge, like I said, but it will be easier to find the Sims in this home, and easier for me to maneuver around. And like I said, they'll have a lot more land in this one. They could have quite a bit of land in the Oasis Springs home if I just scaled it down a little bit, but it was already an existing home there, and I wasn't gonna scale it back. If anything, I think I added some corridors in just to make it look more seamless on each side of the building. But yeah. So adding some curtains in, and then we have, of course, we have to have that red couch, the L-shaped couch, because we've had it in the apartment, in the Oasis Springs home, and now in this home. And I think any other future home she has, she's going to have that red couch because she loves it so much. And then I ended up bringing the little world globe, because I think she's got one in her Oasis Springs home, but we'll just leave that one there. And when she moves in, she'll already have one in. But we'll just pretend like she brought it with her and kind of refurbished it, because it's a different type of wood in the Oasis Springs home. Yeah, and then that nice crimson red when you first come in, I feel like it's gorgeous, and totally Annabeth. And then she's got those white walls. And then for Matilda's room, she kind of went pinks. But I feel like when Matilda gets older, she can figure out what she's into for colors. But for right now, I think her mom's like, you're going to like pink for right now, because that's what I told the decorator. So, and then we kind of brought all of Matilda's furniture. We're going to bring all of her furniture with us, pretend, I guess. And we just refurbished it to the white furnishings. So the ones that she has in Oasis Springs is kind of a darker wood, and then this is going to be a white wood. And I thought with the penguins on the wall, I kind of want her to have a penguin bedspread instead of the zebra one. So I moved it to the penguin, because she's got the borders of penguins around her, the top of her walls. So, and we brought in the giraffe light, which will be good. And I think we changed dressers a little bit. But yeah, so little Matilda's room looks really nice. And she doesn't have her bookshelf, which is fine, because she can always go into the living room and there's like a little bit of books in the living room that she can read. I was trying to fit it in, but it just didn't look right in the end. And I really wanted her to have that little window seat still. And her room is much smaller than the one in Oasis Springs. But I think what I'll do is, because I totally forgot to put her dollhouse in the house, so I think I'll just take it with us from Oasis Springs and maybe put it out in the foyer or something, so she still has her little dollhouse, because the dollhouse is so cute. And that also came with the tiny Twavellers pack, custom content pack. And so we have some pictures going in for little Matilda. And then I'm going to also bring her birth certificate with us so that they can hang it up on the wall. And then that picture that we have in her Oasis Springs room will also come. Well, I put it in this home, but we'll say that they brought it with them. And then I just thought maybe she made that at daycare or something, a little popsicle, stick flowers and stuff. And then I might put some more stuff out in the backyard. However, I don't know how long she's going to be a toddler, so I didn't want to go overboard. But I may put some stuff in the backyard, because they do have some room back there that they can at least have like a slide or something for her so she can play out in the backyard. Because I think, I might be mistaken, but I think it might be summer in the game, or fall at least. But it doesn't get too cold in Oasis. Well, this is Brindleton Bay. Shoot. Well, yeah, because it gets cold here. But it's okay. She can always bundle up in her outdoor wear. So, yeah, and then I just jumped, because I did the bathroom off camera, because like I said in other build videos, it's just basically the same thing. All of the bathrooms look the same. So I wasn't going to keep doing them all throughout the house, because this house has 2 bathrooms. So one for Annabeth, and then one that's guest, but Matilda's bathroom. So, yeah. Annabeth doesn't have too many guests that come to her home. Brant will probably come a lot more, since this is the world that he lives in. But it's okay. Brant's okay. Brant's her friend, so... He just comes in to use the computer, and we have a computer in here for him so he can use it. And then I was like getting ready to like get done with the upstairs. And I was like, oh no, wait, Winifred needs some stuff for her to play with. And then I think I forgot to do some, put some stuff down in the basement because she'll follow her mom wherever. So I think once I move them in, I'll just bring some of Winifred's stuff that we have in the Oasis Springs home with us. And Annabeth will just put that downstairs in either her room or out in the hallway or something. And then, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, Winifred needs a litter box. So, yeah. And then she's got this little scratching post and another little scratching post in the living room that I thought she might like over in the corner. And I feel like that cat is immortal. Like, it aged like from a kitten to a cat, like an adult cat, and hasn't aged to an elder cat yet. But it will happen eventually. Yeah, so I put those little end tables, and then I was starting to put some clutter items on them, but then I was like, I kind of want to put some candles, like, it's like, I can't think of what it's called, a candelabra on it. I think that's what it might be. That thing that's sitting on it right now. I was like, I kind of want to put one of those because it would look really nice shining through the window at night. Hopefully you can see them over the flower boxes, but if you can't, I'll just move the flower boxes down so you can see them a little bit better. But I'll see. I didn't really check that out at nighttime to see if you could even see them, because I do want them to kind of shine through those windows. I think it might be nice. All right, and now we're heading downstairs, and this is Annabeth's wing. So she's kind of got like a hallway that's down in the basement when you first come down the stairs, and then her bedroom, bathroom, and then we have this dungeon over here that I didn't really resemble the one that she has in Oasis Springs. I did not add the jail wall cells like I did in Oasis Springs, so I just kind of made it regular walls and then kind of put some imperfections on the walls, like holes in the walls and things like that, from like the vampire pack that we have. And I also put some green sludge on the ground. And fun fact, if you just use the hammer tool against the floorboards, it will come up as this dirt area. So that's kind of fun. And it was kind of a surprise that I found out when I was building the Oasis Springs one. Never knew that that was possible. I thought you always had to have kind of like a floor there. I didn't realize that it would go to dirt. So that was kind of cool. And then I'm just adding the books over in the corner. And then Annabeth has the picture of her mother here already. But I think if we bring the one from Oasis Springs, I'll probably just size it down and either put it in her bedroom or upstairs somewhere so that Matilda can see her grandmother. Oh, right. And then here, I think I was just trying to find some clutter items that she had down in the basement. And also trying to find some other clutter items that I could place down here that were kind of like creepy-ish. But there's a lot of stuff that I want to bring with us. Well, not a lot, but there's a few items down in her basement that I do want to bring with us when we come. And then here is where I'm trying to add the Grim Reaper gnome that she has. And I think I'm trying to see if there's any other like creepy vases or like creepy things I can put down here. But I couldn't really find anything, so I think I just went with the Grim Reaper gnome because I think she would want to bring that with her. And then actually there's another table down here in the basement, and I put the ghost gnome on it, so it's in the screenshots. And then she finally gets her big, huge, creepy bed that's from the vampire pack. She can finally afford it, so I ended up putting that down here. And where she built this house from the ground up, she was able to put that little corridor in her bedroom that she has her closets so she can get dressed and everything. And then just putting some flowers, roses on the wall. And I do end up changing the flooring in here to white marble. And I think I didn't end up doing it, but I do want to do it eventually, as I think I want to just continue that on into that little hallway and then into the bathroom. And then I was going to put a mirror on this wall, but I ended up deciding to go with these creepy photos that I thought might be her grandparents. So I ended up getting rid of the mirror and yeah, putting those there. And I did keep the wallpaper that we have in her current basement, but put it in her bedroom, because I really like it and how it's like kind of shiny when the light hits it and you can see the pattern on it. It just kind of adds to Annabeth's style. And then I think I end up putting some roses over here in the corner. Yeah, I do. Coming out of this vase. And then in that hallway, I ended up finding a rug, a carpet, that goes perfect for this challenge. It's got the skull and crossbones on it, and that's usually what I put in the thumbnails for her. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I've never seen this before, but it fits so well with this challenge. And yeah, I think we're going to be going into the screenshots soon. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you all in the next video.